Welcome back to another Farming Simulator 25 video, and today we're going to have a look at a new mod which is coming soon by me, Guaranteed Crop Prices. This was previously known as Fixed Crop Prices in FS22, but Giants have asked me to change the name, so it's now called Guaranteed Crop Prices. Functionality is exactly the same. So let's jump into the game. I'll talk through some of the subtleties of how it works, and yeah, I'll see you in the game. Okay, so the first thing I've done is added guaranteed crop prices to a new save game. And what you'll see is that for a lot of the crops now, rather than having the variation graph at the start, it'll say no fluctuations for this product. And the price that you see should be the best price that you could have got for that crop through the year. This graph might start to fill up slowly as you go through because you'll get variation in the sell points, and the game does just vary the price a little bit naturally. The other time where you might see some variation is when we start to get modded maps. Maps like the Western Wilds by Alien Jim, that had a sell point that paid you more, the train, because it was harder work to deliver at, and that does create more variation. But if we just look at some of the products, so barley, for example, would have had variation. Canola, you can see at the moment it's not showing any. If I skip a little bit of time and we sleep, we might start to see a graph build up for some of these just because of the natural time variation that you get. So it says guaranteed crop prices, but there is a little bit of variation. I'm laboring that point because when I released this in FS22 and it said fixed crop prices, some people didn't understand that. Yeah, you can see it here. You do get a little bit of difference. It's not a completely fixed number. We're now seeing a variation of a small amount. So it's not huge, but there is a little bit. Okay. Now you can add this to an existing save, but it will look a little bit different. So I'm going to do that and I'll explain how it looks. Okay, this is my start from scratch Let's Play series save. It's on Solonka, and I'm on normal difficulty now rather than easy like the previous clip. If we go in now, you'll see that for barley, the price varies through the year between €495 and €682. We're at this October point here, and actually, although we're at this October point and the graph is saying that we should have a relatively kind of average price, the price is actually at 692 to 681 for barley. And if we pick another crop, let's scroll down and look at something like soybeans. So we should have a pretty bad price for soybeans, but actually our price is up at 2,253, which is, up at the peak price. So what I'm going to do to show you what will happen to the information in the display is sleep for a few months, and you'll see that these start to update. The information that's displayed in the graphs is historic and stored in the save game files, and so adding the mod in doesn't replace all of that. But what happens is you can see it starts to, as we go through time, new information is put in and the graph starts to become the flatter lines that we would expect it to be with guaranteed crop prices, and it being guaranteed that you're going to get the best price all year round. So, and I know this is a mod that just makes the game a little bit easier, a little bit, takes some of that having to plan when you want to sell your crops out of the game. So we can see now we're getting good prices for our barley all of the time, for our canola all the time. And if we jump down to that soybean, then we can see that, yeah, we're starting to get a flatter line. So it won't be completely flat because the game varies the price. You can see we've got about a €60 difference just between the different sell points. So it's not going to be completely flat, but we're not down at this 800 point. So as we continue to skip through the months, you'll see it's pulling that graph up to You can't see me moving my hands around, can you? No. It's pulling the graph up to be towards that best price all of the time. And that just, yeah, it just makes life a little bit easier as a farmer. And sometimes life as a virtual farmer can be tough, can't it? So there we go. Do one more. So we get into the next month. I've got it on 2-day months as well. This is my actual save game. So there we go. You can see it's the graph is being dragged up. Sorghum, you can see we've got a nice flat line up here now. Sugar beet, we're starting to get that as well. Let's pick some random ones. Lettuce, you can see a similar thing there. Long grain rice, we're getting the same effect. So that's guaranteed crop prices. You still get some variation, but you will get a best seasonal price, whatever month you're in. And as you progress time, having added it to an existing save, the graphs will get updated with new data and it'll be replaced. So hopefully this video has helped you understand how this mod works. If you've got any questions about it, stick them down below. If you think it's a cool mod, go rate it 5 stars on ModHub, because that really helps me out. And I'll see you next time.